Digital uniqueness and invisibility. We are all unique on the internet. It is impossible to remain invisible. Every device has numbers that identify it uniquely online. While these numbers can sometimes be spoofed, what cannot be altered is user behavior. No matter how hard people try to change their micro habits, it is impossible, as these actions exist beyond your conscious awareness. Today, devices offer countless signals for those wishing to monitor hardware or usage behavior. It is important to clarify that monitoring is slightly different from tracking, even if the words are used interchangeably in certain contexts. From the most basic cell phones, we receive information regarding screen brightness resolution, installed applications, access times, and geolocation. Keep in mind that while some websites must request permission to access your geolocation, the same does not apply to certain native device services. Another crucial point: active geolocation also occurs via cell towers communicating with your device. Through the famous triangulation method, your approximate position is sent to servers. The anatomy of a shared photo. Consider a simple analogy regarding photos taken and shared on social media. These images can reveal which device took the photo. Remember that every device contains manufacturer information, not just Apple or Samsung, but data from the companies that provided each specific hardware component. By using the device and the metadata within the photo, we can build an investigative context. When? This is vital information. For fun, I often download photos from websites and run them through my tools to discover when they were taken. It isn't always possible, but keep in mind that whenever a photo is shared along with its metadata, the sender is also transmitting the exact time of capture. Where? This is the most fascinating part. Photos can send exact GPS coordinates. This isn't visible on the image itself, but it can be located by analyzing the code with specific software. At the end of this book, which may become a digital audiobook, I will provide a list of free software so you can explore this and better understand the digital world. How? This is the technical side. At this stage, we need context. We will have a vast amount of data that, when contextualized, allows us to name the device users. Context is fundamental. Of course, photos can be altered. Even for that perfect AI-generated image, it only takes one click to see what the human eye cannot. Note on steganography. I should also mention the ancient practice of steganography, the technique of sending photos with text hidden inside the code rather than on the image itself. You might see a photo of my face, but when you open the file's code, there could be a top-secret letter or a bad joke hidden inside. Ultimately, remember that a shared photo transmits who, potentially, took it, when it was taken, where, and if it has been modified. The print screen. As of the production of this material, the year 2026, a print screen, screenshot, does not surrender much device information. Companies are currently paying more attention to how media is used and how fake screenshots are employed to damage reputations. The primary value of a print screen is its visual content. While it can attach relevant information for an investigation, these details rely heavily on context. There are few cases where screenshots provide smoking gun elements for an investigation. Total monitoring. We have focused on photos, but remember, every step you take is monitored. The moment your screen wakes up, your total screen time, your browsing history, your typos, and even your hesitation before sending a message, believe it, all of this is being collected by your device. Naturally, this isn't public, and there aren't people constantly watching you. The intent is to provide better services, deliver the best advertising, and secure your online transactions. However, if a slip-up occurs, your data can be requested for a detailed investigation. Summary: the impossible invisibility. In summary, what makes you and your device unique on the internet is a combination of hardware data and usage behavior. That game you open at least twice a month. The angry draft about work that you type but never send. Your connection to your office modem. The signal loss when leaving work until the 3G, 4G, or 5G kicks in. The way you reconnect to specific nearby antennas in a daily, almost sacred ritual. Even as you walk to your front door, a sort of pedometer monitors the sway of your body. You might have a slight limp you aren't even aware of, but the system has identified that tiny anomaly in your movement. Once inside, you reconnect to an IP address. We won't place too much importance on the IP address. While it matters, it is easily changed, often leading people to wrongly believe they are invisible. Invisibility does not exist on the World Wide Web. However, be warned. Once you finish consuming this content, you will be able to stay safe and remain very difficult to locate, whether by scammers or by task forces of the most highly trained professionals in the world.